And welcome back to another episode of Fresh Racing. This weekend was Atlanta. Yeah, that was a very interesting weekend, sort of. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't as good as Daytona, of course. That's what you'd expect. Yeah, but this is my second episode of, I'm debating on, like, coming up with a name for something for this series. I know I'm just calling it Race Reviews. I don't really know what the hell else to call it. I'm sure I'll think of something eventually. But, yeah, let's get right into the review. The first race was the Xfinity, and, oh my God, was that, I don't know, it was a fucking snore fest. I was literally asleep. I'm not asleep, but just half asleep throughout the whole race because I knew it was just going to be the Cup Guys show, and it was. It was, you know, you had Kyle Busch, Austin Dillon, Kyle Larson, I think, who else was in it? Kevin Harvick. Yeah, Kevin Harvick was leading a lot of it. But yeah, it was boring. I mean, there's not really much else I can really talk about that's interesting from that. I think Brendan Gaughan, like, slid into the wall or something because he was trying to get an extra point or something from the stage, but it was nothing really to talk about throughout that race. And of course, Kyle Busch won with sorry about that. I just had to take in that fucking Kyle Busch won immediately as soon as he gets in the fucking Xfinity series. It literally made me vomit because I fucking hate the fact that he just, I don't know, he didn't deserve it. Like, with Austin Dillon and Kyle Larson, like, if one of those two would have won it, it's not a big fucking deal. But when Kyle Larson gets into it, when Kyle Busch is just dominating, you know, and ends up winning, I don't know. I can't stand it. Anyway, let's talk about the truck race. It was a little bit better, I guess, way better than the Xfinity. The Xfinity was snore fest. I was fucking hungover. I guess that made it worse, which has made me want to vomit throughout the race. But the truck race was pretty good. Christopher Bell had like the most dominant truck throughout the entire evening, and I wasn't really shocked by that. I don't know. The fact that one truck, you know, kind of led the entire race, that was pretty fucking cool. I mean, I like Christopher Bell, and he's a good race car driver, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I was pulling for Ben Rhodes, but that didn't happen. He was there. He was fucking there, but I don't know. It was a little bit more exciting. There was some good racing going on in the truck series than, you know, pretty much any other race this weekend. But the entire weekend was just, I mean, there was a lot of loose race cars, and I don't know, it was very, very, very different from what I expected from Atlanta as far as I could see. Like, the outside lane in some of the races would work, and sometimes they wouldn't. Like, it all depended on how hot the racetrack was, really. But it really determined when the Monster Series got into it. It just really showed how bad the outside line was. I mean, you had, like, it started, Kevin Harvick was dominating the entire race. Like, I could not believe that he just kept pulling away, you know. You had Keselowski up there, and you had, who else was up there throughout the first of it? Ryan Newman. I was surprised that he just ended up, his battery or something like that, mechanical failure. Austin Dillon, same thing. Richard Childress needs to get their shit together as far as the batteries. I don't know. But, yeah, it was it was kind of boring. I mean, as far as the first two segments. But, yeah, of course, there was no penalties throughout the first two segments, but it got worse and worse. And there was, like, as I was watching, there was like 6 penalties within 10 laps, and that's when everybody got really screwed. And of course, I mean, Kevin Harvick, he was still leading it, and all these other drivers like Jimmy Johnson, he got 2 penalties. Who else? A couple other drivers that were up there, and it kind of just ruined their day. But it was about, I think, 16 laps, and the caution came out, and everybody thought, you know, Kevin Harvick was going to win this race, right? But no, it didn't happen. He ended up getting a speeding penalty, the last one to get a speeding penalty, and ended up going to the back of the pack, and yeah, that ruined his day. So my boy Keselowski and Kyle Larson, I was pulling for. I mean, I'm wearing a Keselowski shirt today, but I was also kind of pulling for Kyle Larson just because, you know, he's only got one race win, and I love Chip Ganassi team, you know, him and Jamie McMurray. But I don't know. Keselowski got the win, fucking kicked some ass, and Kyle Larson, He just, I don't know why he rode that outside line at the end of that. He easily could have blocked Keselowski. I mean, I guess that's just race experience, driver experience, you know. I don't know. Kyle, he had the chance to win that race. He really did. And I feel like, I guess Keselowski's just a smart motherfucker. Like, that's why I like the dude. I'm sorry. I mean, a lot of people don't like him. I feel like that he gets bad rep with the whole Jeff Gordon thing that happened a couple years ago, but he's just a really fucking smart race car driver, and, you know, just, I don't know. But I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys, you know, like my fucking videos. Seriously, give me some suggestions. I don't know. Of course, my videos, I apologize for, like, the shitty audio and all that. I want to get some new equipment for what I'm doing, at least a new camera, you know, or something, because this is terrible. And I appreciate you for sticking around with me this long throughout this video. So thank you guys. I will see you guys, I guess, next weekend. Yeah, is it Phoenix or something? I don't even fucking know. I'll see you guys next weekend.
My grandpa, when he found out it wasn't Winston, he was like, "You mean to tell me they ain't gonna use Winston Cup no more?"